December 5th, 1704, a young George Frideric Handel, today one of the most celebrated composers of Western music history, is at a performance of Johann Mattheson's opera, Cleopatra. Johann Mattheson was apparently a very intense music critic, okay?
Wait, so it was Mattheson's piece?
Yeah. So he was a composer and also a critic. So there was an altercation about who was going to be playing the harpsichord in the finale of this opera, and George Frideric Handel was sitting at the harpsichord. He wanted to play it. Mattheson, like any music critic defending the integrity of his piece, draws a sword and lunges and goes to stab Handel. I don't know if Mattheson wanted to play it and he didn't want Handel to play it, or if he wanted somebody else other than Handel to play it. Whatever he thought strongly enough to draw his sword and lunge to stab Handel. Handel's wearing a jacket that has buttons on it, like really hard buttons apparently, because the sword went straight into one of these buttons and snapped the tip of the sword. So this hard button on Handel's jacket basically saved his life. A crazy music critic. In the following couple of decades, people thought that he was over with. At one point, the King of Prussia said like Handel's days are over, and like, you know, he's not doing anything anymore. It wasn't until he was 56, I believe, 56, that he wrote the Messiah, his most famous piece. You know, the Alleluia chorus in Messiah, you know. Hallelujah! You know?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Sing it, Jim.
Hallelujah.
The Handel incident is a quite literal example of a composer, a musician not succumbing to his worst critic, right? He literally avoided physical death because he didn't fall prey to his critics. So that's, I think that there's a metaphor there too, right? It's like even your worst critics are attacking you or attacking your music or whatever. Keep going, write your Alleluia chorus well after you have avoided the cynicism of your worst critic. But so music critiquing in general, how do you guys feel about music critiquing? I mean, like professional music critics. Because is it just a love of music that makes people want to do this, or is it more of like a sour kind of like, I'm gonna find what's wrong with this and why it's wrong or why it's no good?